introduce you to Enactus Nottingham's Socially Deprived Summer.
The large majority of our team this year have graduated, leaving us with 26 members from our previous 188. These 26 members have thrown themselves into their Enactus work, and as a result we've seen huge progression in our projects as well as our team.
We pestered the university until they gave us office space, which has been used extensively by 15 of our members who have worked in Nottingham over summer, with the rest working both internationally and from their homes. Today we'll talk you through different elements of our summer, starting with support network, finances, HR and recruitment, team development, and lastly, projects.
Support network. We've kept regular contact with our university advisors, as well as strengthening the relationship with our Vice-Chancellor by meeting with him twice since Nationals.
We've kept our corporate partners engaged over summer by having scheduled phone calls, meetings to introduce them to our new CRE, as well as booking in training events throughout the year.
We've also heavily engaged our alumni over summer with frequent calls and meetings to discuss team and project progression.
Lastly, we've designated a role for our local support network to build our community presence by providing extensive support for our projects, as well as helping to identify needs within our local community.
Finances. Back in May, after Nationals, we began applications for grant funds for this new year, and we secured £15,100 from our projects from the Cascade Grant Fund.
We also applied for the RBS essay competition, where we had to submit a video and an application form, and subsequently won £3,000 for our financial initiatives, helping us to run an effective training event in October, which we'll explain in a minute.
We have also secured £3,000 in sponsorship from Accenture, which will also go towards project and member development for our team this year. Lastly, we have also made sure that our business ventures, Give Go Travel and The Great Escape, are fully equipped for the start of term to generate revenue for our team this year.
Team development. This year, after we recruit our new members, we're shipping them immediately off to our very own Enactus Nottingham training weekend held at Grantham. Therefore, we've been organising the event from booking our venue, creating timetables and sessions, and booking alumni to come in and deliver them.
This summer, we've been making sure that our weekly whole team meetings have special guests booked to come and speak to the team, as well as exclusive company events.
Projects. After seeing the high standard of everyone's projects at Nationals, we're inspired to do more of our projects. So we'll now talk you through our summer action.
Think for the future. After working with ex-offenders and ex-prostitutes in previous projects, we realised that after Nationals that we could take these projects a step further and actually provide employment positions for our beneficiaries who were previously unemployed due to their past. When I was trying to distract myself from exams back in May, I came up with a business concept of creating a service for schools and other young people, youth establishments, where our beneficiaries deliver workshops based on their personal past experiences to educate teenagers on the topics of drug use, crime, healthy relationships and grooming.
Therefore, we've begun to pursue this business concept, which was extremely well received, and therefore begun to secure our project partners, the Nottingham Probation Service and the local charity Power. The next steps are gaining support from Nottingham City Council, who we met with several times, who want to help us implement the scheme within Nottingham educational system and help to subsidise the wages of our employees.
In terms of the quality of our sessions being delivered by our beneficiaries, we've partnered with Teach First and have established a close relationship with the Regional Director, Nick Hall, who wants to help our sessions be of high quality, as well as ensure that our beneficiaries are extensively trained with the help of their graduate.
We've also branded the scheme and, for example, created our website this summer.
We've also set up a meeting with an accountant.
We've also sourced our beneficiaries.
Lastly, for the business to get off the ground, we needed to generate our revenue, so we've been pushing our sales drive within schools and other youth establishments, and have already had our first sales meeting with a head teacher of a school who's willing to purchase our service, as well as we've also got 5 more meetings lined up, and this is only the beginning.
Aquanaid. During my A-levels, I studied water filters and ran a research project on a bio-sand filter. It wasn't until after Nationals that we started to pursue this idea and work out how it can work in an Enactus context. Therefore, we began with the need and located areas around the world that suffered from unclean drinking water and spoke to many charities and NGOs across the world to find out more and gain an insight on how this could work.
We then partnered with the engineering department at our university and worked with engineers to produce our prototype made from waste materials, and this was all during our exam period.
We then managed to secure our project partner, who are a water charity based in Cameroon, who work with a village of 30,000 people to help give them access to clean water. They're extremely interested in our filter and how they can introduce it in a business context.
We secured a £15,100 grant which will cover all of our startup costs, enabling us to produce hundreds of water filters.
Therefore, we then held a focus group held by the project partner and the king of the village, where 200 people attended to learn about the water filters and how they can educate the locals on how to use them and why they need them. Market research was also carried out, as well as starting to locate the waste materials local to Cameroon.
Malaysia. This is James, and he's amazing. He's been out in Malaysia all summer, carrying out an extensive needs assessment, where he's located a tribe called the Orang Aslis, who live in poverty and have been extradited by society.
He spent a large amount of time within the village, and consequently has been invited to a local wedding. He established many relationships with the tribe, and has got to know their way of living, and tried to work out how he can find an opportunity to lift them out of poverty. Therefore, he's discovered that there's a large abundance in bamboo, and that is where an opportunity for an Enactus project exists.
Over summer, we recruited a team of Nottingham students who are spending their next academic year in Malaysia on our Malaysian campus. As these members are all new to Enactus, we decided to hold a training event at the start of August, where we got them all to come to Nottingham and be trained in how to deliver an Enactus project. Empower Malawi. This project is an adaptation from a previous project, where after a needs assessment last year, we're creating a scheme that rents out fishing rights to the local fishing industry in rural Malawi. Since Nationals, we've therefore created our prototype and sourced supplies of the materials local to Malawi.
This summer, 5 members have spent 3 weeks in Malawi working on the project and testing the prototype, to which they discovered increased the fishermen's yield by 25%. During this trip, our members did 5 business plans with the local members of the village, as well as a side project of setting up a chicken coop.
We also sourced our expansion project partner, who is a local NGO who wants to help us scale our project around Lake Malawi. On the way back from this meeting, our 2 members missed the last boat and consequently had to walk 7 hours back to their tent with only a loaf of bread between them and followed by 2 hungry dogs.
Thank you for listening to our PAC presentation, and apologies for the slides.
Judges, any questions for Nottingham? You mentioned that you had some anticipated revenue from the Great Escape and you get the name of the other project.
Yes, so it's the Great Escape and Give Go Travel. So the Great Escape last year made us £13,000, so we're looking to double the size of that and hopefully double the revenue. I'd like to see a tripled increase, but we'll say double for that. So that's my expectation.
To achieve that?
So it's basically that's the first ever event that we run. So actually we're now really established as a yearly event in the university. So we've got a name, we've got a brand, and people should recognise that, so getting that into pressures so that it's an event when people come to Nottingham University that they think, wow, I want to be part of that. So it shouldn't be an unrealistic target to double our reach.
Thank you. Second row are very quiet. Any more questions? Oh, one.
Can you give an example of one of the activities that you're going to run at your mini training weekend in Grantham?
Yes, I've got lots. The leadership training, which we've run today, that's a crucial one for our team, and I think learning about different people's styles is like really sort of central to a team, and actually how to flex your styles for other people. So the leadership communication is a massive one that we want to run, so that it can stop problems with communication with beneficiaries, communication with other members, and hopefully kind of nip those issues in the bud early on, and then to give them appropriate training on communication.
Thank you. Thank you, Nottingham.